Hello and welcome to episode 60 of the Roll Jump Media podcast. I am your host, Ray, and I'm also joined by my co-hosts, Jose and Luis. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello, buenos
Good
días.
morning.
It's been about more than 2 months since our last episode. How you guys feeling coming back?
Um, I mean, it has been a long time, so it feels a little weird. We're glad to be back.
Yes, there's been things going on in our lives, but glad to be back.
I feel that. And there was always hiccups before, so there might be a few more on this episode since we're a little rusty. And that's not all. We are joined by our esteemed guest, Cassandra, and our good friend. How are you doing today?
Very good. Very good. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. All right. So, what we're going to be talking about on this podcast, there's already some E3, quote unquote, E3 stuff happening. But what we're going to be talking about is Mario Strikers reviews, the Games Fest presentation that happened about a day and a half ago. We're going to be talking about the PlayStation June State of Play because we didn't cover it. Other events that are going to be happening throughout this coming week. We're going to be speculating on Nintendo Directs and our hopes for that. And I did not update this correctly. Let me move this down here. There's the hiccup right there. Let me put that down right there. Okay. And that'll be about it, actually. So we got a lot to cover, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. First thing I want to do is go into our draft so we can get an official update of how that's going.
Oh,
All right, so I transferred over. All right, let's see what's popping here, you guys. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Of course, we got our teams. Gotta pick them all from Jose, my team. Bleach Game, please. Cassandra's team, Meowth Army, and Luis's team, Triforce Interactive, because he's got that corporate energy going on.
Disgusting.
Triforce Interactive.
All
I'm
right.
in third place.
Let's see. Yeah. So currently, how the standings are: Jose's in first place with 66.96 points. I'm in second place with 24.38 points. Cassandra's in eighth place. I mean eighth place, third place
Damn.
with third place with 18.63 points, and Luis is in fourth place with 17.23 points. But of course, if we look at these releases here, Jose has had the most releases so far. Cassandra with the second most releases, me with the second, third, with the third most, and then Luis has only had one game released so far.
One game? That's crazy.
I'm coming
Yeah.
though. I need to change a game.
Chia?
I guess it's not releasing this year.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. And then upcoming releases, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge for Luis, and that's about to be a bop. So whoever counterpicked that is, I think that they're going to be losing points.
Game?
Um, Stray's coming up, which is looking very promising. This is Cassandra's team, Meowth Army, and I hope that scores you a lot of good points there. Saints Row, picked by Cassandra as well. Why'd you pick Saints Row?
Because they looked weird.
Yeah. Well, a positive that I've heard recently is that their character creator is actually really good, so that's looking nice.
Yay.
Okay. Lord of the Rings Gollum is going to be coming up in September, picked by Jose, counterpicked by Luis, and I think that was a wise counterpick there. Splatoon 3 is going to come up in September too. Callisto Protocol is coming up in December, so there's a gap there. We don't really know what those November releases are going to be looking like.
Breath of the Wild.
That's
It's one thing to hold on to hope, and there's another thing to be delusional. So
Breath of
let's
the
not get
Wild 1.5. They said no Breath of the Wild 2 this year. Well, we're at Breath of the Wild 1.5.
oh my god.
DLC for Breath of the Wild after all this time? Are you serious?
We have to get some type of Zelda game. They give us Zelda every year.
True.
All right, I'm gonna let you hope. Let's see, Stalker 2. That's something that I picked. This is a first-person shooter. And then to be determined, we have Bayonetta 3, Mario plus Rabbids, and Shovel Knight Dig. All right, so let's go ahead and break this down, starting with Jose. Jose, you have had 4 games release. Elden Ring has scored you the most points. Kirby and the Forgotten Land has scored you a decent amount of points. Tunic has scored you a decent amount of points. And Lego Star Wars has also awarded you a decent amount of points. So you're doing very well so far, sir.
Yes.
Give it up
My
for him.
redemption.
Give it up for him. Let's see. So it looks like Replaced has that will not release this year tag.
Oh shoot! I just saw that. Damn.
So you're gonna have to be switching that out for something else.
Yeah.
All right, next up, let's go ahead and look at Cassandra's team. Cassandra's team right at the top has Breath of the Wild 2. She's gonna have to replace that one. Starfield, Xbox did not come through for you. You had to switch that one out as well. Oh, but it's counterpicked
Well,
though. It's counterpicked. So how are we gonna handle this? If it's
who
counterpicked,
kind
you're
of
locked
picked
in.
it?
Who counterpicked Starfield?
Luis,
So
no.
Jose? Me? No.
Oh, did I do it?
You probably did because you're a hater.
I did. I did counterpick you. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
did.
counterpicked, you're locked in, so you can't really do much about it, unfortunately.
Okay. That's not fair.
That's how we did it last year, right, guys? If you counterpicked it, you can't. It's just locked in.
I think so.
I don't remember.
I don't. We never. I don't think we had the situation where we counterpicked it and the game wasn't releasing.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think we did.
Oh
Like
well.
all the games we kind of picked actually came out. I think.
Yeah. Well, I think if you counterpick something, I think that locked in thing should just stay how it is. I want to give you slack, but let's hold fast to that rule. All right. Let's see. Triangle strategy. Triangle strategy. You've got decent points from triangle strategy. Seafood kind of came through for you. You got 10 points. Not too bad. And then Chocobo GP. I think we went over that before. That was an unfortunate L.
A masterpiece.
The masses just don't know it. Okay. And it looks like all your games are pretty good so far. I mean, we don't know the date of Bayonetta 3 yet, but we'll find out. All right, so for my team, Horizon Forbidden West came through for me, gave me some good amount of points. Dying Light was counterpicked, and it didn't do so hot. I did get some points out of it, but it was a good counterpick, so bravo. And Final Fantasy 16 is not coming out this year, so I have to replace that. And for Luis's team, the only game that came out for him so far was Gran Turismo 7, which is kind of indicative of how this year's been going so far in terms of video games. Um, so that gave him a good amount of points as well. Chi is not going to be coming out this year, so he will be having to replace that game. So actually, not too much has happened since we last
Yes.
checked in on this.
It's been kind of slow.
Hmm.
Yeah. And what's been announced? What Resident Evil 4 remake, which we're going to be talking about, but that's not coming out this year, so it doesn't affect our draft. Nintendo save
That's,
us.
I know. Nobody has picked Xenoblade.
Oh, Xenoblade's coming
Uh,
out.
you're right.
Right, right. Dang, that's a good call, dude. Somebody want to make a move for that today to replace?
Can we?
When does it come out?
It comes out in
July.
July.
Oof.
But I was looking at the games, and there's some games that might be worthy of a pick that are coming out like next week, I think.
Oh yeah?
Let me see.
All right, let's see what games you're talking about here. I have the list open. Forspoken? Nobody chose Forspoken, huh?
No.
Hogwarts Legacy is holiday 2022?
Who?
Who? Uh, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
No comment.
Gotham Knights. Dude, Gotham Knights looks like ass.
Didn't you pick this last year, Jose?
Yeah, I had it on my list last year.
What happened? You don't want it again?
No.
Ooh, we got Live Alive. That'll
Lava
be
Live
pretty
is
dope.
another one.
Yeah. All right. Well, there are games to pick from. Does anybody want to make a bid here on the podcast right now for any of the games that are available?
I'd like to make a bid.
Okay, you're gonna make a bid. Anybody else interested in making a bid?
Um, sure, I'll do one too.
Uh,
Okay. And I will also. Ooh, do I want to? Yeah, I'll make a bid too. Okay. Cassandra, do you want to bid to replace a game? Oh no, you don't have any replacements. Oh, you have Breath of the Wild 2 to replace. Do you want to try to bid and
You
replace something?
soured it for me. I shall not.
Okay.
So we drop a game first, right?
Right. So go ahead and drop your not going to be released game. Are you guys on the website?
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. Okay. So I made my drop request for Final Fantasy 16.
Same. I did for replaced.
Okay.
And
All right.
then
So now we do the
we make
bid. So how the bid is going to work is we're going to secretly choose one to make a bid for. We're not going to say how much we're going to bid for it
mhm.
until I call for it, and then we're just going to go ahead and reveal what everybody bid, and then see who got what.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So
So
go
just click
ahead.
on make a bid.
Yeah. So you're gonna click on make a bid. Go ahead and do your bids, and then we'll join back up in a minute.
Oof. Okay. This is too much pressure.
Okay.
Oh, it's kind of hard.
It
Mhm.
is. Um, doing some research right now.
Okay, do your research.
Okay, I placed a bid.
What the hell?
Okay, you put your bid in. Okay, okay. You have to be strategic with this. Like, what are you guys potentially going to do? All right, I bid it too.
What? Wait, is Live Alive or Live Alive eligible?
Mm-hmm.
Because it says it's a remake. Are we
We
counting
count.
it?
We'll count it. We'll count it.
Okay. Um,
Wait, it already got published in Japan though, and it's coming over. Or is it an actual remake? Actually, I don't
I
know.
think I already published in
It it
Really?
it was published like in
'94.
the 90s or 80s.
It's a remake.
Mm-hmm. And they're remaking it.
I put it. I put it towards y'all, the council. Let it slide or ineligible. I'm okay with letting it slide.
I'm okay with letting it slide. It never released in the West.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a brand new game, I guess.
Okay, so it's eligible then.
Okay.
All right, Jose, we got a podcast to do, sir.
Oh
Make
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
choice.
Sorry.
Can we make multiple bits?
Sure,
No.
sure. If you want to do another bit, go for it. We're all having a chance to do it.
Ah,
Right.
actually, okay. So okay, I've made a bid.
Okay. Oh, so you have something on your team, Luis, that you wanna that's not doesn't is going to be coming out, but you wanna like switch it out with something else. Is that what the deal is?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I want to do that too. Jose, do you have something on your team that you want to do that too for as well?
No, I'm good. Wait, we're doing that?
Ooh,
That
should
was
we wait on
set.
it? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, once you make your thing, then it should just like stay. Yeah, my bad, Luis.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
I see
just
you lose.
just the ones that switch out. Yeah.
I already made a bid though. Oh,
Okay.
So we're all good.
yeah.
Okay. So let's see what the bids were. Um, how are we gonna review this? I forgot how we handled it before.
I don't know. It's been a while.
Okay, I think we'll just go in some random order and hope it creates some drama. All right. All right. Alphabetical order by name. What is it? No, that's just
I'll say.
By first name or last name?
You know
Are you
what?
kidding?
We'll go. The one that's winning so far goes first. So Jose, you go first, and then Luis, since you have the least points, you'll go last, and then I'll go second.
All right.
Okay. I made a bid for Fire Emblem,
Okay.
Oh,
Three Heroes, or what's it called?
three hopes. Come on now.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I made that. Do I say that the amount?
No, let's go ahead and review the titles first, and then we'll say the amount.
Okay.
Okay. I made a bid for Xenoblade.
Damn it. Okay. I made a bid for Xenoblade.
Okay.
Oof, the drama.
All right. So, Jose, how much
Yeah.
did you bid for Three Hopes?
I
You
bid
know,
$20.
$20.
Yeah.
Dang. Were you thinking somebody was gonna scoop that from you?
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I thought Luis was gonna go for
Who? Nah.
For Fire Emblem Warriors Mid Hopes? Somebody's gonna go for that one?
Mid hopes.
Mid hope.
But I got it. So
It did cross my mind, like, maybe, like, nah.
I don't know. I
It
feel like
didn't.
it's a safe
It didn't
choice.
cross my mind at all.
Oh, really?
Really?
All right, so my bid for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, 40.
Oh my god. Okay, mine was 30.
Oh my god! No
I was
way!
gonna go 52, and I'm like, nah, I don't think Ray's gonna play like much
Dude,
fun.
you're so
If
dumb.
any of these guys pick it, they're not gonna play. So fuck it. Damn it.
Dude, I was gonna bid for Midnight Suns, but I'm like, you dumb bitch. Just like bid for Xenoblade. Yeah.
Wait,
Crazy
that's
dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
that
guess
went through my mind too.
yeah.
Ah,
Oh man.
you get that?
I get it. I get it. Sweet.
Fire
I'm
Emblem still
gonna
cross your mind now, huh?
Nah.
I'm gonna need it anyway, Luis, because I got Sonic Frontiers on my team. So
Oof.
all right. That was fun. Let's go ahead and move on with the podcast, y'all. Just real quick before we get into things to discuss, we haven't checked in on what we've been playing or like our thoughts about video games, like the state of it right now, or if you're having fun with what you're playing. So let's go. Just go ahead and share a little dialogue on how video games have been treating you.
Okay, so I'll go first, right?
Sure.
All right. So just really quick, I mean, it's been a long time since we've discussed what
Since
we've
the
been playing.
beginning of April.
Yeah, pretty much, I think. Uh, so again, I've been gaming on like two systems, my 2DS and my Switch. Um, for my 2DS, I'm still playing the same game, Sushi Striker. Um, I'm almost done. I think I still have to do like the extra levels, so I'm probably gonna finish that soon in the week or so. Hopefully in a week. And then on my Switch, last time we talked, I was playing. I think I was playing Dread, Metroid Dread. I think, or maybe I'm
I
going way back.
believe you talked about it already because you had finished it.
I did, huh?
Hmm.
Okay, then never mind. So after Dread, I think I took like a small break from the Switch, but then I started playing Skyward Sword, and I'm actually done with the game. I finished it about I want to say like 4 days ago, 5 days ago, on
Nice. Okay.
Monday actually. Um, and yeah, I mean, it was just nice going back to the game. The ending, I don't know, like the ending. Surprisingly, it hit me more than I was contemplating that it would hit me, like emotionally. Um,
You gotta
I
love
don't
when
know,
that
like
happens.
that whole like third act, like it has to be like some of my favorite Zelda moments. I honestly like it was
Mm.
really it was really cool. Um, like
You're
I don't
making
know,
me want to hop back in, dude. That makes me want to hop back in alone.
it's really cool. Like I don't know, like it I was thinking about like that ending. Like I actually went like on YouTube and like, looked up like reactions from like other people who played the game,
Oh, then it's good. It's good
like
if you
that
had to
third
do
act.
that.
Hmm. I don't know. It's really nice, heartwarming. Um, so yeah, so I played that, and I 100% it as well. Like I got all the hearts and the collectibles and all that. Um, so yeah, so I again that's what I've been playing. I finished it on Monday. I'm thinking of starting Xenoblade Chronicles soon, maybe this weekend or like in the upcoming week. But yeah, that's my gaming history so far.
Nice. All right, all right. Jose, what you got for us?
So I'm still playing Pokemon, Pokemon Arceus. Um, I'm still trying to 100% it, but I think I'm reaching a point where like I'm ready to move on. Like
Oh,
it's still a lot. It's like a lot of um, grinding, I guess now, just to get that 100% completion. Um, which I mean, it gets tiring. It's starting to feel like a drag, and I mean, I feel like once you reach that point where like it's no longer fun, it's more of like a burden to do it. Then I think I have to stop just um, for my sake. And
yeah.
then there's other games that I wanna cover and play. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. Hopefully, next time we meet, I'll have a new title because I do want to start playing other stuff too. I've been missing out on a lot of other stuff.
When you say you want to play other games, do you have any specifically in
Um,
mind?
I need to look because I know there's like a we have like a big pile of games that Luis hasn't touched.
Hmm.
um, so I wanna see what there is. But I know Xenoblade Chronicles was like up there. But I think Lucy's gonna start playing that. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, if not, like I don't know, like any game, dude. Like Captain Toad. Like I want to play that too. Or I mean, if Luis gets Mario Strikers, if we get it this weekend, I want to play that as well. Just anything because it's pretty much just been Pokemon Arceus for me this last couple of months, and I don't know. I want something new.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. It's been like you said months. It came out in January, end of January,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's June.
I know it's pretty much the only game I've been playing this whole year. It's kind of insane.
Shoot, it's been keeping you entertained for 5 months. That's a win.
Pokemon?
Yes.
We already know this, Cassandra. We know. Jose's a super fan.
We've been
Mm-mm.
known.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, and Pokemon Unite.
Oh
We've been
shoot,
playing
yeah.
Pokemon Unite
Oh, right, right.
um, together, and I mean that's been fun.
Very addicting.
It is.
Zapdos is a problem though.
Zapdos.
That's the key.
OP.
It makes or breaks the game.
Couldn't agree with you more, man. All right. So as for myself, oh, do you have anything else, Jose?
No, that's it from me.
All right. Cool. 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 On my side, let's see real quick. I have spent a few hours into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I had put it down for a while now though, and I do enjoy it. I enjoy Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I like the combat that's introduced to me. I mean, it's a little bit. I would say it's a little more interactive than Xenoblade Chronicles 1's combat system because you got some more things to think about, and you can, yeah, you just got some more, you got a little bit more things to think about. You got it's not just you, it's your blade, which is the main difference. And I don't know, I kind of like the simplicity of Chronicles 1, just having you as a character to worry about, but because you'll have a whole new menu for your blade and the skills that they have and all that, so it can sort of kind of get overwhelming a little in the first Xenoblade, and then with two, since you have to worry about yourself and the blade as well, it's more than what I'm used to, but it's not that hard. So enjoying the combat. The story is different.
Mhm.
It's different. I mean, the beginning of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, I believe, is like one of the best JRPG openings. Like it's really high up there. For Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I mean, it's more mid. It's engaging, but it's like middle of the pack kind of impact, and it's ramping up right now. So you're going on your adventures, and the story's kind of ramping up. You're getting to know the characters more, so that's nice. But if you're looking for a like boom, like right out the gate impact, it's not. It doesn't hold the candle to the first game, but it's still worthy of the Xenoblade Chronicles title. I like it. I still like it. And let's see. I've been playing Destiny. Destiny is a first person shooter by Bungie, like ex Bungie people. They made Destiny. I think it came out like the first Destiny was 2014, and now it's 2022. There's been Destiny 1, Destiny 2. Destiny is just like a straight up like mechanically fun game. It's flashy looking. It's fun to play. Drop in, drop out with your friends. I've been trying to game the system and try to do melee only, but it's not working for me. I've been spending more time than I would like to admit trying to make that work, and it's not working for me. So that's unfortunate, but I've been having fun. And have I been playing anything else? Not really. Not really. I think I mentioned the other games before in other podcasts. So basically, Xenoblade, Destiny, and Pokemon Unite. Nothing too crazy. All right, so that's me. Cassandra, how about yourself?
You already know. I only touch my Switch to play Zelda.
Well, that's a lie, because Pokemon.
Exposed.
We don't play Pokemon. That's not a real Pokemon game. It's a
Jose, would you say that?
wannabe legal. What is it? War? I don't know. I don't
League
know
of
what
Legends?
game.
Yeah,
There you go.
right.
Is it?
I'm trying to finish Majora's Mask. I will finish it eventually when I can leave the confines of my room.
Solid.
And yeah, I haven't played anything else besides that. Mario Kart. Trying to get through those new
Courses.
stages, like getting all the trophies, like from 50 to the 200. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's fun.
I find that addicting. Once you get into a groove of doing it, you kind of zone out and just achieve everything in like
It
a
is.
block of time.
But I've been pacing myself because I was like, yeah, I don't want to finish them all at once and then like not have anything to do. Even though the online is still always fun on Mario Kart because people are ruthless on there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't finished those yet. I will probably finish them. I might play that today just because I haven't played it in a while. But yeah,
Yeah, fun times.
I am a simple gamer. Okay, I play my Zelda classics. I play Mario Kart. Something I can pick up and put down easy, not
I think
crazy
that's
stuff.
accurate. Yeah.
If I played Elden Ring, my head would explode.
Not really. You have options. You can make it easier on yourself.
Yeah, but is it one of those games where you have to start out and you make a character?
Yes. Yes.
You see, I don't like that. Just give me the main character.
But you
Just
can
give me the main
customize it
character.
to reflect your personality.
No, I have no personality.
Oh. Well,
I
that was a
don't know.
depressing statement.
I don't know. Not like I don't know. I don't. I guess I don't get the appeal. Maybe that's a whole nother conversation. But like you mentioned earlier, something about old character building is good in some game,
Yes, Saints
and I
Row.
was like, okay. Like I don't know. I've never done that. Like yeah, for that Final Fantasy game, but
Oh,
it's
right.
like I don't seek out games like that.
Sure. And you will never like Mass Effect then. Feels bad. Actually, you can choose a default character in Mass Effect. Never mind. They'll give you choices. Still goaded. It's such a little amount of you can make it as big or as small as you want though. You can just say randomize it, give me that character or that default character, and I'm good. You don't even have to engage Cassandra.
Hmm. What if I just want Link over and over again
Well, that's a different
in
conversation. Yeah,
in the little green tunic?
that's what you want. It's what you want. All right, good conversation there. Let's see. Actually, I wanted to mention something. I don't know if we'll ever do it, but I always wanted to stream with you guys, like in the same, either if we could make it work remotely or in the same room, and we just try new things, like things that we hardly play, like, and then we're somebody else is familiar with it. Say Jose's familiar with one thing, and I'm not, and then we kind of have a discussion there. I think that'd be fun. Maybe one day.
Hmm.
I'm gonna make you all play Neko Atsume.
What?
What is that?
It's a game about cats.
Neko Atsume?
Yes.
See, it's already gaining, like we're already intrigued. It'll be so fun.
Kitty collector?
Yes, it's
So
super
cute.
fun.
What the heck?
All right, all right, you guys. Let's go ahead and transition into this podcast.
Okay.
Got to keep the pace. I got to keep the pace. I'm sorry. All right. First thing I wanted to go over real quick. Mario Strikers came out this last Friday, and can you guys guess what the Metacritic is? Because it's a Nintendo sports game.
73.
Close.
74.
75.
71.
75.
Oh,
75.
75.
Mm.
Yep. 75, man. It's like the definition of a good score, I suppose. All right. So Metacritic, Mario Strikers Battle League has a 75. And let's go ahead and read what some of these outlets are saying here. All right, so I guess I'll just read this 80. It looks pretty insightful. VG 24/7. The ultimate test, or they gave it an 80. The ultimate test for these games is how they feel to just slog the ball around, and how truly competitive one feels it can get without crossing into the realm of serious. A lack of content makes takes the shine off just a little, but only barely. Simply by virtue of the fact that I think if you're buying this game, you're primarily doing so knowing that multiplayer action is the main draw. Plus, I do believe that updates will come, Even if they don't, I can see myself breaking this out at parties and playing the occasional online match for years to come. For, for Mario Soccer and developer Next Level Games, it's the hat trick, a third great game.
I like what they did there. Hat trick.
I don't understand what that means, but I'm gonna trust you on it. Yeah, so with this game, I've been hearing that the gameplay is fun, but the modes are limited.
Hmm.
So, was that what you were expecting, panel, about this game? I know Luis might have an opinion about it. Were you hoping more from it?
Um, Honestly, I can see. Well, okay, so when they first announced like the game, um, I played the GameCube one. It was the GameCube game was kind of limited as well with like content. I did think it had like I guess like a story mode where you play all these characters and then you reach like the last level or play Bowser's team or whatever. Um, and that like I'm not too sure if this new game has a like a story mode or some kind of mode like that. And it is a little disappointing because I've also heard things about like the online multiplayer um, uh, regarding like the how many players can play like in a game. Um, but like I said, I haven't really looked too much into it. I'm thinking of maybe getting it and maybe like checking it out for myself. But I think from what I've heard, I think like you can't have like four different switches join a game or something or the same team or something like that. So
I thought it was. I was listening to it recently.
mhm,
Um, it was described as you can have four switches and then have them connect together,
mhm,
but you can't have everybody on their own switch. Like eight up to eight players, right?
mhm.
You can't have everybody on their own switch and then play again and then connect together to play a match.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. No,
Yeah, maybe like I said, I haven't really like looked into it.
right.
So I don't know. Like it's I mean it's kind of expected because I feel like the Mario sports games. This is it's kind of like the like what you would expect for those games to get
Hmm.
or to review. Um, but I mean, I'm glad we have Mario Strikers back again. Uh, but it is a little disappointing. Maybe add more to it. Uh, like I don't know, like even like mini games or anything like that. But yeah, and right now I was like thinking of how before whenever you play like games and I don't know you completed like the story mode or something, you would unlock characters. Uh,
Mm.
like I don't know, I was thinking how we don't get that anymore. It's all like, oh well, you'll probably get new characters or new stages or whatever in an update, like in the future. Which is, I mean, it's cool because it's free, but I like an incentive to play these games,
Hmm.
this mode, and I don't know, get unlockables. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sort of like split. I'm sort of like whatever about it. I'm not too hyped for it. I mean, I'm excited that again it's back, and I'll probably get it. But it's like, yeah, another game.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Well, it's not crazy. I mean, it's expected, I suppose. I
Hmm.
think Nintendo just has a standard that they want to hit with the sports games, and then they're not putting that many resources into making it like a stellar like offering. Just
Right,
give the fans what they want, and then we'll just leave it at that.
which makes sense. I feel like that's the what's it called, norm with sports games.
Yeah, dude, but unlockables be hitting, man. I don't even know how the game's structured, but you know,
Yeah,
you do something like some kind of achievement that's pretty rare, and then you get one of the
Daisy.
Crocs from Donkey Kong or something, or I don't know who it is, King K. Rool,
yeah,
whatever it
nice.
is. You know,
Hmm.
back in the day, how that those games were structured, it was such a pull to keep playing and achieving that. I heard Daisy, of course. Any other thoughts about Mario Strikers?
Mm, no, honestly, I didn't really have any like expectations for the game. Um, I guess my hopes would be for it to be as good as the GameCube version, because that's the one we played. And I mean, we did play the demo, um, but I don't know. The controls were kind of weird. I never really fully got used to the controls playing the demo.
Mm,
Um, but I mean, it was just a short period of time. So, um, but yeah, it's expected, I guess. 75 is a pretty fair score, I believe.
yeah, I think so too. All right, so that was Mario Strikers. Good to see it back. Wish it had more, but solid. All right, so the next thing I wanted to talk about was this Sony State of Play that happened last week or two. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Whatever it was, about a week ago. And this, like the general consensus was that this State of Play was the best State of Play that they put out so far. Would you guys agree with that based off of what you've seen from these events?
I agree.
Yeah, I think besides the showcase, right? The showcase they put out like
Right.
Spider-Man, Wolverine.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people were confused because I kept hearing like comments like people saying, "Oh, well, this was the best state of play," and then people were like, "Oh, well, what about when they showed what's it called, Ragnarok, right? God of War?"
Oh, right.
But it's like that was shown off in a showcase, and that's completely different. That's
Hmm.
mostly like focused on like big first party games
Yep.
or titles. So yeah, I mean, but when we talk about or when we look at the state of plays, because I feel like I've seen or I've watched all this the game the state of plays except the focused one for it was for Horizon.
Dude, I was actually
Uh,
into that one. That was a
mhm.
really good display of how that game was working.
Right, and I feel like that's the reason why that was because it was focused on this game, right? And they kind of showcased and talked about like this big game, right? Um, but looking at the others, yeah, this is definitely like the best one. Um, it had like a lot of highs, a lot of reveals that that a lot of people were excited for, including
Yeah.
myself. So yeah, definitely.
Heck yeah, bro. Yeah, I agree too. I agree that this was the best state of play they put out. So let's go ahead and get into the announcements here. So the big one, obviously, what they opened up with Resident Evil 4 remake from Capcom. I didn't think like I watched a little bit of my reaction that I haven't posted yet on the channel because I don't know why I haven't yet. Anyway, I saw Resident Evil, right? It popped up. The 4 didn't come until like a second after. I really thought it was just gonna be some kind of like DLC for a minute, like legit.
Hmm.
I really did. I didn't see once that 4 hit, then I started getting a little wild. But did you expect it to be Resident Evil 4 once you saw Resident Evil and the music playing?
Mm, so, well, for me,
Yeah.
when I started like watching the state of play, like when the music hit, uh, Like I remember thinking, oh well, maybe this is The Last of Us because
I thought
it's
the
kind of like
same.
the
Yeah.
guitar, the guitar sound, and then like the font, it kind of reminded me of like The Last of Us. So I was like, oh, they're probably revealing the remake or whatever. But then the music changed, uh, and it became like a very Spanish sounding guitar
Hmm.
or sound. So uh, and then as soon as I saw like the letters right get in place like Resident Evil, I was like, okay, this is Resident Evil 4. Like it didn't cross my mind that it was gonna be DLC, even though I'm waiting for
Mm.
DLC news, Capcom. Anyways, and so when I saw the 4, I was like, oh, this is cool. It's Resident Evil 4. And but yeah, like that was my initial reaction.
Yeah. Yeah. That's I see how you can have that perspective as well. It's kind of crazy how you and I had different, thought
Hmm.
processes.
It's not a remake. It's just DLC.
No, it's a remake.
Oh.
Yeah.
But we thought it could be DLC for like Village, the
Hmm.
eight.
I
Oh.
did. Yeah. 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 So it looks clean too, and it looks like they're gonna be taking. It's not gonna be like a one for one. They're gonna be changing it up, kind of like two,
Hmm.
like little things. So it looks good. It's a day one for me so far what they showed.
Hmm. It's gonna be interesting seeing how, because it looks more like uh, horrors,
Oh, you're
or focused
right.
on the horror.
Mm-hmm.
And Resident Evil 4 was kind of like a mix between like horror and action, and I think that was like the starting point of that, where Resident Evil kind of like went more into the action. So
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be interesting seeing it more horror focused.
Good point. Yep. Let's see what else is here.
Leon. Anyway,
What the hell?
Help, Leon.
yes,
Yeah.
can wait.
Yeah. All right. There's gonna be some angry fans because they're gonna make it different. I'm pretty sure. Like,
Yeah.
why is she different? Why did you remove her? Shut your ass.
Well, a lot of people were just hoping for her to be more useful for the commentary.
Carry some Beyonce energy. All right, let's see what's up next here. We got Spider-Man Remastered coming to PC, which is cool. Horizon Forbidden West had a major update. We also had VR stuff. The biggest thing would be Horizon Call of the Mountain. How did that look to you guys? If you saw it, the VR to Horizon Call of the Mountain thing?
I missed the actual state of play,
Oh,
so
okay.
I've only watched some pieces of it. Um, I didn't see that. I haven't seen any of that, so
Oh, okay. No
I
problem. No
wouldn't be able
problem.
to contribute any commentary. Um, but I don't know. Do people like VR?
They do. Like people do like VR. Like I think the
Yeah,
same thing, right? And
it's
I'm
I
like,
don't know. It's kind of random, kind of weird.
it's because not a lot of people are about to go drop almost as much as the system costs just to get a VR headset.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nintendo's kind of smart with it because like we're gonna let you do VR, but it's not gonna be as good as the other stuff, but it's not gonna cost you as much as the system. So
Yes. Sorry, I had to go get my charger.
oh no problem.
Um, we're talking about VR.
Yeah, we're talking about Call of the Mountain, Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Oh, okay.
What do
Yeah.
you think
So,
about
um, well, yeah, like I did. I was able to like listen to what you guys were saying. I think we're finally like reaching a point where like VR is kind of like it is. I well, I don't want to. It's gonna sound bad, but like a worthy experience, I guess.
I
Um,
get you. I get you.
like uh, the Horizon, like
Right.
that game looks like really. It looks cool, you know, and maybe it's not like for me, but like there's actually like a story in there, and I don't know, like
Wall
the
climbing.
visuals. The visuals are really, I think they're really, really impressive. Um, 'Cause, looking back at like the early VR games that were being released, you know, there's a huge difference, I think. Um, and, and like I feel like they're starting to become like this whole experiences, or like worthy experiences, like I said. Um, I don't know if you guys talked about like the Village VR
No, we didn't.
game, but just like really quick, they did show some footage of the game, and at one point I think you were able to hold you were holding like dual weapons. Um,
Oh yeah.
so so you had like you could have two guns, or like a knife and a gun, and that like you can't do that like in the console games, right? It's like it kind of sort of like changes like the experience, and it might not be like a big experience change, but I mean it's cool, right? To have like two guns in your hands and like freaking shooting zombies everywhere. Um,
True.
so so I don't know, like I feel like we're reaching a point where like I don't know, like developers are putting more effort into it, into like the games. So yeah, I did hear like from or you know, shout out to like kind of funny. I was listening to them talk about how like for Horizon, like the combat, it's more like it's very fast paced, and you have to be moving and like dodging and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they were talking about how it was gonna feel with this game, or they were, I think they were pointing out like the combat was kind of like slow, and I
Sure.
think mostly because of it's VR, right? So you you know the whole fast pace it might not be possible, or it might be like too hectic. So they were like wondering how that was gonna affect the gameplay of it, or like affect the Horizon quote unquote experience. But I don't know. I mean, I think like the visuals when I saw the game, like it's really impressive. Honestly, like it's from what we've been seeing like early on with the VR. I think it's impressive.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with all that you said. I think the combat's going to be more precise. Or not precise, but more what is it? Uh stand your ground. It looks like it's going to be like a stand your ground and shoot this monster that's coming at you kind of deal. Like an arcadey kind of game from you know I'm talking about those arcade games with like gun games kind of looks like that. But we'll see. Next up, Callisto Protocol. So this one came up in the state of play, and then we saw gameplay at Summer Games Fest. What do you guys think about this? This is interesting. Like, it looks really good.
Yeah. So this game looks really cool. Like I when they announced it, when was it? When in the state of play, right? That was the first time we saw it. Yeah, that
The
yeah,
first
because then we saw it
announcement
in the
was okay for like,
well, it was,
mhm.
yeah, like
I get
this
what you
year
mean.
it was the state of play, and then we saw it again in the Summer Game Fest. Like I thought, like that was one of the highlights from the state of play.
Yes,
It looks really good. Like I was actually like interested in it, and I'm sort of like contemplating whether if it's a day one. And it's weird because like I mean I'm interested in like horror games, but I don't think I've ever like gone out and bought one like day one, or and
Yeah.
I don't know. This game looks really it looks really cool.
And like they had to live up to the bar of Dead Space because everybody because there's X people that are part of this team that created Dead Space, and Dead Space is considered like one of the best
Sci-fi
horror
horror.
games that are out there. Yeah, sci-fi horror. So the fact that they can meet that bar and people are actually like, dang, this looks really good, even when thinking about their legacy, it's impressive.
Yeah, and
Next
it's
up,
coming out this year too. She
oh yeah, true, end of the year, let's go.
Christmas.
And then there was Roller Drome. Um, for like a more indie-ish game, like it didn't feel too out of place. It like held its own against being in between all those big announcements.
Yeah, it looks like a neat idea. Um,
Hmm.
and, I mean, it's an indie game, but like the art style was cool, and like the gameplay of it, it's interesting. It's weird.
Yeah, roller skating and shooting.
What's it called?
Roll roller drum.
Roller Drome.
Drome drum.
Okay, and we had this trailer for Eternites. It's a action game, anime aesthetic, and it's also a dating sim.
Yeah. Did you catch that scene where it's like hold R2 to hold hands?
Yeah, hold R2 to hold hands. Like, okay,
It's
okay,
like
I see
okay,
what kind of game this is
all
gonna
right.
be.
Is this in VR too? She.
I was watching the Easy Allies and like I think they were
So,
saying they know their audience. They know their audience.
hmm
Yeah, so I mean
yeah.
the
So I was watching,
yeah, go ahead.
also watching the trailer. We can hear you, Jose.
Yeah, you're gonna have to mute that, Jose. It's pretty loud.
Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like I mean, when when they first announced that name, I was like, how do you say this? Like, I was like, Eternites.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I don't
Eternal.
know what's going on with the names lately. Uh, but I mean,
Just call it
look,
triangle strategy.
I don't know, just call it sci-fi dating game. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I want to see more of the game. Um, it looks alright. Um, I don't know what else I can say about it.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean the
it's
combat looks
animated
pretty
video game.
decent. It's anime. Let's see. We already mentioned VR2. So we ended the show. The State of Play ended the show with Final Fantasy 16, a new trailer. And dude, I was hyped out of my mind once I saw Yoshida. Yoshida is Aonuma level to me. Like probably how you guys view Aonuma, I view Yoshida. It's like when he's on the screen, I'm
Mm,
wilding because
yeah,
I love that man. And yeah, he said his message, and then we go into the trailer. Dude, I guess right off the bat, what I'm thinking of is how the boss fights are structured. So like you go up against I guess not just a regular enemy. It's gonna be like an actual like mini boss, whatever it is, and then you have a health bar, and the enemy has a health bar, and you guys kind of have like a. It almost looked like the perspective changed, and you guys are having like a actual duel slash like fighting game esque battle happening, which is kind of interesting. So you guys know I love one on one, so I'm really interested to see how that's going to play out because there's scenes where you're just fighting groups of enemies, and then there's scenes where you're fighting just one enemy, and then like the UI changes. So I'm like, this is going to be really interesting, and it's potentially going to scratch two itches at once, which is going to be really cool. And I think for the general audience, I think the what stood out were probably the icons, or Bahamut, Shiva, and then I think just if people look at the trailer, that's going to be their takeaway. Like, dang, those beasts look really cool. I don't know if that was your takeaway, like the big thing that you think of when you think of the trailer. But um,
Is it a day one for you? In
what kind of question is that? Of
You already
course,
know the
man.
answer for that.
Of course. And like I said before, um, the thing that has me nervous is the facial animations,
Mm.
because yeah, even in 14 they're not great. So they have room to improve there. Hopefully to deliver. It's not really a big deal, but man, I'm not over the moon about it just yet. Like there are parts of it that have that. There are a lot of parts of it that have me excited. I'm not over the moon just yet. I think the setting, the facial animations, like the darker setting rather than a fantasy-ish setting, has me thrown off a little bit. But once they give more details or a demo or whatever it is, I'm sure I'm going to be 100% on board. Yeah. Quick thoughts about the trailer from you guys. I know I talk about this a lot and I have things to say, but
For Final Fantasy 16,
yeah.
yeah, it was like what caught my attention was like the I saw a lot of people call them like kaiju kaiju fights.
Right, right.
They're like this big monsters. I'm not familiar with like Final Fantasy games, um, but is this or well, I guess question for you, Ray. Because I know these characters, they're I think they're like summons, right? Or like
Yes,
the
you can call them summons.
and they've been in previous Final Fantasy games, right? Like they have a history already.
Oh yeah, it dates back to, I don't know how far it is, but big history.
So like I was wondering because when I saw that like the big kaiju fights, is this something like brand new?
You know,
Like where you have like this summons like this big fighting each other and very like cinematic.
I'm confident in saying yes, and the reason is because how Final Fantasy games usually work is that you'll have some way to summon one of these you know, summons or whatever you want to call them on your side, like on a turn-based kind of deal, and then they'll do massive damage to whoever the enemy is, right? That's kind of how that functions. You summon it, all right, you're doing regular combat, and he's like, you know what? I want to use something to like really do damage. You summon like one of these monsters slash icons summons, and then there's like this big old crazy elaborate cinematic that plays out. Like that goes back to like the PS1 era. I'm not too familiar with like the really old school ones from like one, two, three, and all that, but yeah, I believe that's kind of how they've been working for the series so far. So having them actually like duke it out is something that people are kind of are wilding out about, because you never seen it or you've hardly ever seen it done in the past.
Yeah. Well, because for me, like that was definitely like the what caught my attention. Like the combat between like these summons, I guess,
Hmm.
and like it's really cool. I think. Well, first of all, when they introduced like the whole uh, like the names, right, and they showed like their their model, their in-game model or whatever. Like it's really interesting, it, and it's weird, uh, like regarding like the story and all that. Because I saw like a lot of people split, and it was mainly because of how fantasy it was. Because a lot of people, they enjoy the more, or I was saying like they were saying that they enjoy the more, I guess you could call it like the more cyberpunk. they were calling it like the more cyberpunk Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy 7 and
They
like
just
all these
want
Final
part
Fantasy.
two remake, dude. Don't listen to them.
Yeah, yeah, and like I know, like some of these people are like obsessed with like the 7, and they just want more 7. Um, but I think for me, it's like it's really cool that they're doing fantasy. There's fantasy elements. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm interested in seeing more of it. Uh, how, and this is a question for you, Ray. How or what were your thoughts when you saw like summer 2023?
It was a buzzkill. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It was a buzzkill, but it kind of like Yoshida was making it sound like it was there was real hopes for it to come out this year, and
Uh-huh.
it's not. However, I have that same sentiment that a lot of people have is just when you're ready to release it, then that's when it'll come out, and I'll wait. So, but yeah, I was a little bummed out. Not gonna lie, I was really hype, and then the date came. I'm like summer 2023. Okay, yeah. So
No, okay. Gotta wait a
yeah,
year.
okay, yeah. Damn, but I got Final Fantasy 14 updates and stuff to play, so I'm gonna get spoiled.
Leading up to it.
Yep, yep. And I can't emphasize how crazy the soundtrack is going to be, man. With
Mm.
Soken, Masayoshi Soken, the composer, is goated, man. Goated. Like persona level, like revere for this soundtrack is going to be happening when it comes out. And I'm going to be so excited for it.
Happy for you,
Okay.
Ray.
I'm happy for you. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Street Fighter 6, man. Street Fighter 6 was also a banger. Like it came out on the
Mhm.
State of Play as well. Like I didn't think it was Street Fighter at first when they first introduced it, but
Uh, yeah.
yeah, if you have something to say, you can go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, when they were like, "Oh, now here's the next Capcom game that's a heavy hitter," and I was like, "Okay, well, maybe this is Street Fighter 6 or something," because
Oh
I
yeah.
think there were rumors that like it was gonna come out. So I saw it. I started saw it coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Street Fighter 6 looks really cool. I like the style of it. Like it's very
The street
yeah, it's very street.
is very street.
Um,
They put the street in Street Fighter.
uh-huh. I saw a tweet that said like, "Oh, like it's kind of funny how like." I think they were saying like, it was one of those memes like, oh, Capcom, how do we make Street Fighter 6 different? And then like executive, how about we bring Street into Street Fighter? And it's like, um, but yeah, I mean, I like that, um, and I guess like uh, I guess you can call it like the hub, like you can go around and like walk and talk to NPCs or whatever. Or I don't know if that was like the story mode,
Yeah.
but that's cool too. That was cool too.
I'm a keep my excitement in check. Well, I'm not really excited for Street Fighters in general, but
Yeah.
for the thing I can compare it to is Naruto Storm games. Like in the most recent one, and I think in three as well, there's areas where you can walk around, but it's just like so not fun because you just walk around and you just talk to people, like dialogue choices or dialogue boxes, and it's really limited. So I want to see. I'm interested to see how big the scope of that you know that facet of the game is because it could be really just like forgettable. But yes, the actual gameplay, dude, looks really fun. If there's a demo for it and we can just like hop on there and check it out, I'd be so down. Let's see. Next up, we have Tunic coming to PlayStation. Season, a letter to the future coming to PlayStation. So It was that adventure game looking one where the black lady with the buzz cut is on the screen and she's riding her bike in the nature and she had like a little kid with her. I mean, it looked pretty interesting to me. I'm not too big into adventure games, but did that one catch your eye?
Which one was this one?
It was the adventure game with the lady on the bike and she was like adventuring out
Oh,
in the wilderness.
season
Season, yeah,
or seasons?
season a letter, season a letter to
Mm,
the future.
right. I mean, I like the idea. I did like, for example, I didn't know what it was about, and then I saw that I guess it was like you're trying to capture like the last moments of, I don't know if Earth or wherever you live or whatever,
Hmm.
before like the world ends. Like uh, uh, there's gonna be like an apocalypse or something.
Huh.
You're out there like taking pictures or whatever, or something about that. But so I like the idea. Like I didn't know about that, and it's really cool. But yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's a game for me. Um,
Yeah.
it looks. I feel like it's like it's a chill game. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it's something you can go back into and play it a few, maybe a few minutes, an hour or so.
No,
Um,
I think it'll be a bingeable game. It'll be play out like a movie. I'm thinking like one of those kind of
mm,
games.
right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks
But
cool, but
mhm.
I don't think it's for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you have to be. I would say this kind of like the people that like the what is it? Detroit Become Humans or
Mm. Yeah.
um, what is it? The one with the that our boy likes. Life is
Life,
Strange.
Life is Strange.
Yeah, Life is
Very
Strange.
philosophical.
Yeah, that kind of experience, I believe. If you're into that kind of stuff, then
Those are
this
fun
is what
though.
it's for. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
I like the graphics.
Yeah,
Hmm.
there's definitely like
The art
enjoyment to
style.
be had. It's just not like the usual like this gameplay is sick kind of
Hmm.
enjoyment. So I think it's gonna be not a hit, but it's gonna be in the 80s. I'm pretty sure. And we're almost done. We have Stray coming July 19th, and actually that's the last thing that's on this list from Polygon. Shout out to Polygon, saving the best for last. Stray coming July 19th.
That looks like such an interesting game. Um, I don't know why it took so long for someone to like create a game where you control a cat,
Game of the year.
but it looks interesting. It looks fun. It comes out next month.
Next month.
I
First
feel like
day.
we don't have a lot of details on it though.
We don't need the details, man. Just hop in and play.
Like, what's the plot?
Exactly.
What's the plot? What's the
That's the mystery of it. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin the fun.
that's the thing? What if there is no fun?
Shit.
Oh,
To live like a cat, that would be fun.
That's true.
honestly, Stray was like a highlight. I mean, for
Hmm.
I'm sorry, a highlight as well for
Ah, dude,
stand up.
you don't hide your roots. What you mean?
It's really it looked really interesting.
Tambien, what's that?
Day day one. También.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
day one. That's a day one. I don't even have Isaac gonna be on Switch.
is it coming to Switch? Is it
I
an
don't
exclusive? I don't
know.
think it's an exclusive. Huh? It
I'm
might be
not
a
sure.
time exclusive.
Yeah.
So who knows? We might see it like in a couple years,
How dare you?
or like maybe a year tops. Um,
They're cat lovers over at Nintendo. I sense it. I feel it.
Sakurai is, but you're gonna extend that to the whole Nintendo
Yeah,
franchise. Okay,
Sakurai,
okay,
of
okay. We
course.
can't disprove it.
exactly. We don't know if Miyamoto has like cats.
Touche.
All I know is that this game has stealth, and
Right?
I've been wanting to play stealth games. I think the last game I played that had stealth was The Last of Us.
We're we have a lack of stealth games happening.
Yes,
It's disturbing.
What is a stealth game?
where you go stealthily. I guess
It's
what like
you go, Luis.
I guess I don't know. I mean, you kind of like go through like a level, uh, taking out enemies. Uh, I guess in a sneaky way, hiding, going around, uh, going about like the level in without getting caught or
Like Breath of the
something.
Wild.
I was gonna say Breath of the Wild has stealth element.
It has
It's
stealth elements.
When you're in the Yiga hideout.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's pretty
that's
much
true.
that. It's pretty much that.
Uh-huh.
And you such a Zelda hater.
The 0.5% of the game that has something that's actually cool.
Jeez. Tough crowd.
That's such cap. There's a lot of cool things in that game.
0.5.
0.5. Nah, but yeah, I guess that would be it. And like you can just in Breath of the Wild you can use this crouch button and like go behind enemies. So just that experience basically is that's the whole design of the level is how it would work.
Mhm.
You're just a hater because you don't have Sheikah, the chic outfit.
Can you not bring that up?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That does upset me, but
I
it's
can do
not
stuff
the
all day with my chic outfit.
all right, let's move on. All right, so that was the state of play, banger, like we said. Let's move on to the opposite. Summer Game Fest Showcase 2022. Mister, keep your keep your expectations in check.
Expectations in check.
Jeff Keighley.
Mr. E3 killer.
Dude, I was drinking the Kool-Aid. I really thought this was going to be the nail in the coffin for E3.
uh, yeah.
Well, of course,
Which you
yes.
can't eat that before dinner. No cheese.
Oops,
No.
I
And so then he has
turned
these.
on the video, but
He's
not so.
E3 killer.
That's what people were saying, and I was drinking the Kool-Aid. I thought it was going to happen. I really did think that this show, Summer's Games Fest, was going to give a solid reason why E3 should just stop. Like Jeff's got it. However, comma, that's not what happened.
Okay, give us the rundown.
Okay, so I have a list of things that were announced. IGN has it listed out. Let's see. What is this game called? Okay, I'll just go through the titles. Uh, we saw American Arcadia. We saw Warframe's open world expansion. We saw Metal Hellsinger, a music-based rhythm shooter. Nightingale. Okay, so this next one, Genshin Impact, the games Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone Hero. It's some anime shit, but it looks cool. I'll give it that.
I was gonna say like that whole like section. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
And it's the anime stuff.
it's the anime stuff.
Color me surprised.
So, yeah. So, what is it? Hyoyoverse? That's the name of the developer? Yeah, so the Genshin Impact people.
Yeah.
Some people were, actually, quite a few people were hyped about this, I suppose. One Piece Odyssey. Not for me, but cool. High Water. Warhammer 40k Dark Tide. Goat Simulator 3, which for this one it was interesting because they formatted the trailer to look like an old trailer for a game that never came out.
Yeah, right. Like the zombie one, right?
Yeah. So I guess for meme potential that's pretty cool, but the game itself wasn't
I didn't know
explosive.
there was a two already.
Dead Island 2?
No, Goat Simulator 2.
That's what they were saying. Like, supposedly there isn't a 2. They just went straight to 3.
I mean, I know there was like an expansion for one. I don't know if they are considering that too.
It says right here in the article there is no Goat Simulator 2, but that didn't stop Goat Simulator 3 from being announced.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was that kind of show.
It's a glitch in the matrix.
Stormgate from ex Blizzard devs, real time strategy. Routine, a horror game. Fort Soulless Stars, which has Troy Baker in it from Joel from The Last of Us voice actor. Witchfire, Flashback 2, Humankind coming to consoles. Neon White, which was shown in a direct before, and people were trying to say that I think this was a game that people were trying to rumor, or they got an email, or somebody got an email about, and that a
Yeah.
direct was coming.
Yeah. Rip.
Yeah. Uh, Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course. I mean, we knew about this already. Some gameplay. Saints Row Boss Factory. So like the custom creator showcase, it looks like. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, which we knew about already. Gotham Knights looking mid and worse than mid.
Yeah.
Uh, Marvel
No!
Midnight Suns trailer reveals Spider-Man. What
Sorry.
happened?
I'm playing Mario Kart.
Oh, okay. It is a gaming podcast. You are gaming, so that makes sense. Let's
Just
see.
a bit.
Hang around the Hulu.
Marvel Midnight Suns trailer. Okay, so I guess they revealed Spider-Man in this trailer, which is pretty hype. But
Mhm.
you know, there was no gameplay
That
though, right?
that's the thing. Like, I don't know, like what they're doing. Like, they're not showing any gameplay. But I guess because I was looking at the Twitter, like
Hmm.
Twitter, and people are saying like there's actually videos out there of gameplay. They just haven't like showcase them like in any presentation.
Dude, and the gameplay looks pretty cool. It's just not high
Mhm.
octane,
Right.
right? It's like
I don't
you got
know.
to choose your moves.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with the marketing with this game because it looks cool. It looks nice.
Yeah, and I saw some gameplay and like the choices that you can make, like while you're doing what you're doing.
Mhm.
It looks pretty interesting. I don't know why they're scared to show it off, but yeah, a little weird. Layers of Fears was another announcement. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 gameplay demo teases the new game's campaign. So I'm a big fan of Modern Warfare 2. So I like it, but it's not gonna set the world on fire. I don't think. It's like you know, it released in 2009. We're just getting a new version of it.
2009?
Modern Warfare 2, yeah,
My goodness.
yeah, but they're completely like redoing stuff, so it'll
Hmm.
be fun. The Callisto Protocol first extended gameplay, which we kind of touched upon in the state of play. First look at the Last of Us HBO series. Did they show that? Did they show actual footage of it?
Nah, they show like screenshots.
Oh, okay. So
So sad.
we got Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, who was the one of the Mormont. She was like the little Mormont girl, right, from Game of Thrones.
Both of them were Game of Thrones stars.
Bet, bet, bet. Let's see, Aliens: Dark Descent, Guile's revealed in Street Fighter 6, which was pretty cool. Cool trailer. And I guess towards the end they had Last of Us galore happening. So we had Last of Us multiplayer game that has a story and is as big as other Naughty Dog games. So they're going to be releasing a multiplayer game. It looks like it's going to be taking place in the West rather than in San Francisco.
Hmm.
So it's not factions per se, but they didn't say factions, right? It's just like we're
No,
making a multiplayer game.
yeah, they said that it started like a multiplayer for Last of Us, but then they decided to go make it a bigger game.
So honestly, dude, like teaming up with you and Marcos, whoever wants to play in a multiplayer game for Last of Us, sign me up.
Hmm. Yeah, because I also saw that uh well a lot of the people who work like on Uncharted multiplayer are working on this game, so
It's gonna
you
be good
already
then.
know. You
Gee.
already know.
Dude, I didn't know that so many people were haters on Uncharted gun, like the gun gameplay.
Really?
People don't like. People say it doesn't feel tight or it doesn't feel right, and I'm like, huh?
What you mean?
Yeah, I'm like the game. We don't go to Uncharted for the gun gameplay. Gun gameplay is lacking. I'm like,
Mhm. What the hell?
huh? What? How did I not know about this sentiment? Like, it's so fun. I don't understand why people are
Yeah,
hating.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Oh well. And then lastly, the thing that made my blood boil, seeing that it's going to release on my birthday. The Last of Us remake officially revealed September 2nd for PS5, PC version on the way.
Let's go. Day one.
This dude Druckmann, dog. Why
What are
does
your
he?
thoughts?
Why? Why is this a thing? And
I don't
I
get
looked
it
at
either.
social media, and people are posting images side by side, like trying to make their
Yeah,
points. Like it's needed. It's needed. Look at this. It's gonna be so good. Like for
That's
real.
yeah, I don't get it either. And I mean, I don't know what kind of precedent it's gonna set. Or like, how many years has it been?
It's been nine
from the
years
from
from
the
the
original,
original.
it's been
Yeah,
9.
Oh my
and it's
gosh.
like I don't know, like people, like you said, posting those screenshots because I saw those too, and like people saying like, oh, it's needed, it's needed. Like I feel like I don't know, like the gap is gonna get shorter and shorter, and it's like, okay, well, how soon is soon, for like a remake?
Right?
I feel like we didn't need a remake for this game. And when they first announced it, I was really confused. Um,
Let's
and
talk about cinema.
it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, that has a lot to do with it, I feel. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm not, no offense to all the fans out there, but I'm not hyped for it. Like, I don't, I feel like it just came out. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not like I don't know, Final Fantasy 7, where it's like, oh my God,
Block
um,
characters to actual like rigged,
yeah, like
fluid
this just
looking.
came out. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just weird. It's weird. I'm opposed to it, if that's not clear.
Yeah, that PS4 remaster, man, it's like one of the best looking games on the PS4, and then like PS5 and stuff just barely coming out, and those games, I mean, they look better than it at this point, but does that
And
that's not a call for a whole
don't think I
remake,
haven't noticed like all the Sony fanboys like gushing over it, and they're like the first ones to bash Nintendo for like these remakes. And it's like, okay, like what's your excuse now? Like, why is this acceptable but not, you know, Nintendo? I don't
hmm And let's
know. But
not to mention the fact that they have another franchise
yeah,
That's the thing.
That's on the PS2.
Oh, all right. That's probably like the jab for you.
Yeah, that is so good yet has so much potential. But no, The Last of Us train must go on for an indefinite amount of time because
Can you imagine a Jack and Daxter game with those graphics?
not for Last of Us graphics, but dude, there's other games. There's like Ratchet and Clank, man. Those kind of graphics with Jack and Daxter would be,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, would like blow the lid off of my skull, dog. But no, now we're taking great looking games and making them look amazing instead of making something that's like what? When was the last Jack and
Been
Daxter thing?
it's been dormant.
2007, 2007.
Damn.
Decade and a half. Has so much potential. Has so many things to improve on graphically. I mean, it looks good, but it's nowhere near. It never got the PS3 treatment, let alone like PS4 treatment like Last of Us One has. So I don't know, man. The direction over at Naughty Dog is just straight up Last of Us, and it disturbs me.
Mhm. And that's the thing that like kind of bothers me. Yeah, sure. I mean, do a remake, whatever. Like, I feel like they're doing it because of like the show as well, and and The Last of Us Part Two came out, and
Right.
you know, Goaty or whatever, and the Last of Us, the first game was Game of the Year as well, and you know, whatever. It's they're classic games, I guess. I don't know. But like Naughty Dog has other franchises that they can focus on too. Um, and I mean, we've talked about it, right? Like maybe they're this is what the audience now wants, right? More Last of Us, and they're just going towards that audience. But even then, like you want to remake the games to like remake, well, like you said, right? Like Jack and Daxter, right? Or even
2001.
like
The original game came out in 2001. Is 20 years, man.
or
20
even like
years.
or even like the like original Uncharted, even like. But like The Last of Us, we've been having The Last of Us in every console since PlayStation, right? PlayStation 3, sorry.
Yeah.
Because we had the Last of Us, then we had The Last of Us Remastered, then we had the Last of Us Remastered for PlayStation 5, and now we have The Last of Us for PlayStation 5. So The Last of Us Part 1, I guess, remake. And I don't know, it's weird to have the same game playable, like two different, well, I guess different versions of the same game playable in the same console. It's so weird to me. I don't know. It's like, oh hey, what are you gonna play? The Last
Mm.
of Us, remastered or Part One? Man, the
Well, this one's
man.
supposed to be exclusive for PS5, the remake.
True.
Yeah, but yeah, I get the gist, man.
But Last of Us remastered is playable on PS5 too, right?
I think. Oh, that's a good question. Did they put it over on PS5 like a PS5 release?
I think they might have.
Hmm. Last of Us remastered. I'll look it up, but it makes me so irritated that I've said it before, but Insomniac is able
Yeah.
to staff correctly. There's direction at some Insomniac saying that our fans love both of these things. They love the Marvel part and they love the Ratchet and Clank part. We're gonna cater to both fans because that's what we do. We make games for the fans.
Hmm.
And then Naughty Dog's like, Last of Us is a big hit. I mean, let's just keep
Let's
doing
milk this.
Last of Us. Let's just keep doing Last of Us. People like our other stuff. Well, too bad. Too bad. They're gonna learn to like Last of Us.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's wild. It's like they've been focusing on Last of Us for like too long, I think.
Yeah.
And then Neil didn't want to talk about his next project, probably Last of Us Part 3 or some shit.
Oh yeah, they're supposed to be making like a new IP.
New IP. I mean, I hope.
Oh, or like a new project. We don't know exactly if it's gonna
He
be a
said
new
new
IP.
project,
Yeah, yeah.
so it can be
If
Jak
it's
and
from
Daxter.
if
It
it's
can be
from
Uncharted.
if it's from Drugman, it's gonna be another Last of Us esque kind of deal going on. And that dude, man, I think there's a VP over there, Evan Wells. He was there with Jack and Daxter and stuff. Like he was there during those days, and he won't. It seems like he won't put his foot down. He just lets Druckmann do what he wants. I don't know. It feels like Druckmann's running Naughty Dog, and it feels bad.
Direction.
Yeah, there's no balance, and it's irritating. I can't find evidence that it's on PS5 exactly. I just see PS4, but for the remaster. But yeah, I guess I just for the last thing I wanted to mention. I know that it's 12 o'clock. We've got events coming up. We don't have the Nintendo one announced just yet. Hopefully, we get one next week. But coming up, we're going to have the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase coming on June 12th. I'm getting this
It's
information.
tomorrow.
Yes, sir. It's going to be fun. I'm getting some information from, what is it? All Gamers website. Are you guys down to watch that together?
What time is it?
It's at 10 a.m.
I might be able to, unless. No, yeah, I might be able to.
Okay. All right. So 10 a.m. Xbox and Bethesda Showcase tomorrow, Sunday. We got the Capcom Showcase popping off on June 13th. That'd be on a Monday at 3 o'clock. And
And
I guess this is more niche, but there's going to be a celebration for Final Fantasy VII's 25th anniversary. And that's going to be on June 16th. So we might be getting Remake Part 2 news there. So that'll be exciting.
the 16th,
Yeah.
that's the day of the Nintendo Direct.
Will it into existence. We got to will it into existence.
I was like, what is he talking about?
Because, like, if unless if Xbox is mid tomorrow, dude, no E3 this year is officially like
So no
ruined
E3,
Christmas or
but
E3
they're like
Christmas.
they're all doing their own thing, or what is
Pretty
this?
much.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I guess Jeff he kind of tries to house people under his Summer Games Fest brand, but at the end of the day, he does his little show that was mid this year, and then everybody else does their own thing.
But apparently E3 is coming back next year.
Yeah, the people who were at the E3, people in charge, be like they rubbing their hands like, "Ooh, we making it easy for us, boys."
And then I guess Summer Game Fest is gonna be back as well, digital and in person, whatever that means.
Wait, what's coming back?
Summer Game Fest.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
he announced it like on Twitter, I think. But like around what time? Like, what do you mean in person?
Wait, did you say the Game Awards or the Summer's Games Fest for next year?
Summer Games Fest.
Oh, okay, okay. So like random, like regular people can go and see it in person.
I guess so, or maybe like playable demos.
It's interesting. Hmm. Well, I don't have the news on that, so can't elaborate. But it is 12 o'clock, past 12, and we haven't done our Nintendo's direct speculation. I guess we'll just if they announce a direct, we'll try to react to it if they can. If we can, we probably won't if it's during the week. So we'll just have to come on the podcast and give our impressions about it.
Live
Yeah.
reaction. Just kidding. There's no Breath of the Wild, so what is there to look forward to?
Right.
Do not talk about Xenoblade. I don't know what that is.
You should know.
I I'm willfully ignorant because there's only space for one set of elves in my gaming library.
The elves from
No,
Jack and Dexter. Oh, okay,
no.
okay. I tried. Okay, so we don't have anything else planned out past this. Let's go ahead and put a bow on this episode 60. Everybody that came to watch our podcast, thanks for joining. It was a roller coaster of emotions, especially towards the end there, but we appreciate you watching regardless. So we are Roll Jump Media. We are on social media. Type in your favorite social media and then type in Roll Jump Media, and you should be able to find us. We put up YouTube videos. We do streams. Streams have been a little lagging right now, but we do. I do plan to start those back up again. And yeah, we appreciate you being a part of our community. Before we head out, you guys, you have anything to say to our audience?
We love you.
Thank you for tuning in. Till next time.
Yes, thank you for
Happy
tuning in.
Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Play some games.
Some games, play lots of games.
Boy, you have a stack of untouched games. But yes, play games. A lot of games.
All right. Appreciate you guys. See you on the next one.